What's up, world? It's your boy Black coming at you. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. So, I'm recently going through a divorce in my relationship. I didn't understand why I was going through this. I still don't. It's so confusing. But I've been going into this, this how narcissism work, and it surprises me. Like, it hits so many points, it's crazy. I'm going through this right now, and it does hurt. It hurts so bad, I don't even know what to do with myself. I'm in a position where I can't even do for myself because I'm so much of in a hole right now. Like, it's crazy. The switch around is really retarded. So I've been feeding myself. This is more for me than anything because I'm trying to connect with myself again, if that's making any sense. But this lady, she knows what she's talking about. Everything that she says, I'm going through. Wow. Like, I met this girl when I was 17. I'm 45 now. I never saw any signs of she was like this. It's weird. I thought she was down for me. I thought she would always have my back. But what she's doing to me now, after all the time we've been together, it clearly states the fact that she wasn't there to begin with. Now I'm starting to understand why. Check it out.
Relationship seems to be harder.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
Why is it harder, and how do they leave?
Many times people leave narcissistic relationships from a place of frustration, exasperation, fear, confusion. These are not healthy states. I mean, ending a relationship is always difficult, but if it was a relationship with two healthy people in it, they may simply be able to acknowledge we grew apart and this hurts, and thank you for being a part of my life.
Like, I'm like, we grew apart.
Nobody gets hurt. It can hurt and it can hurt.
I mean,
badly.
it happens. I know it happens.
In a narcissistic relationship,
but the way you're going about it ain't right.
To the breakup point, there have been lies.
Like, you
deceit,
just completely
anger,
cut me
rage,
off.
all kinds of negative situations. It's confusing. Now, a couple of other things happen too. Many times when people leave
claim that you
narcissistic
love me, it doesn't make any sense.
They've tried everything. They've tried to change the person, which obviously was never going to work.
I tried to change her so many times.
I'm going to convince them. I'm going to show them the error of their ways. But one of the big fears that keeps people in narcissistic relationships,
I'm trying to make her acknowledge how
her this idea
actions was
that the
affecting
minute they
me.
leave the relationship,
It's not,
the
it didn't
narcissist
work.
is going to change and be a better person for the next person they date. I hear that all the time. He's going to change, and now he's going to be really great to this next person. I said, why would that happen?
Want to know the secret to my success? I hired an accountability coach. Let me explain.
They're going to go through exactly
Sorry
what
about
you
that.
went through.
It's going to be
If anything, you send them a
commercials.
condolence card now.
Right.
But
Well, and
they're
even
convinced.
if they did change for somebody else, they're not changing for you, so who cares?
And they're not going to change.
And
I mean, it's
and
even
I know
more
that,
absolute,
right,
but they're not changing for you.
Right.
And many times, narcissists trade into a new relationship very quickly because relationships are so superficial for them. For the rest of us, leaving a relationship that meant something to us, or even that was just confusing, our roots went deep. So it takes a while before you can reconstitute and enter a new relationship. Narcissists, boom. They've often replaced you by next Saturday night. They'll post it on social media. It's really, really destabilizing.
Like,
for
it's
people.
crazy the way they move so
That means,
quickly.
though, that there's actually a word for it.
Like, I can't move like that 'cause there's feelings
involved.
involved.
Narcissistic relationships that end. Now all of a sudden the narcissist gets interested again, and now they want to go back to love bombing. So they do something called hoovering. Hoovering. And hoovering is when you suck someone back into a relationship. Baby, I miss you. I didn't realize how good I had it with you.
It's crazy, yes.
You know, I really messed up. If I'd known what a gift and an angel you were, I'd be
Even
the
as you're saying
luckiest.
this, it sounds so good.
Oh yeah.
I
And
would
people are
love
like,
to be
it's
told that.
everything you ever wanted to hear. So you either have got nerves of steel, or most people fall back down the rabbit hole. And they say, okay, let's talk. And then for a while, the narcissist might even act different. They'll be it's love bombing part two.
Love bomb 2.0.
And so they go through that again, and boom, back to the discard. The cycle starts again.
Yeah.
Now, if you do leave them,
it's crazy.
expect hoovering might happen. It doesn't always, but it might. Expect that you'll probably be traded out really quickly and replaced very quickly, which can hurt.
It does.
If you leave them, you can also expect, if you're married to them, it's going to get really messy really fast. messy custody, messy divorce, messy cutting up the assets. They may often do something called enlisting flying monkeys. Flying monkeys are the people who were close to both of you in the relationship, your family, your friends, and they'll start to try to turn all of them against you. Hey, just so you know, you think your sister's such a great gal, she did this, this, and this, and they'll tell them all these lies, and then now these people will start turning against the poor person who left the narcissist. And
I just want to pause it for a minute because what she said hit the spot. Because I am the type of person that would do anything for you, no matter the cost. I put you before myself. I put this whole family before myself. And right now, with the things that I'm going through right now, nobody's on my side. And that hurts. Nobody wants to talk to me. Everybody just leave me stranded like I'm in the wrong. I don't get that. But I'm starting to get it now. It's crazy the way people do things. The way you move, it's not right. It ain't cool. But you know, I'm a man. I gotta suck it up. I'm gonna get out this situation. All the help I can get. That's why I'm doing these videos.
And this flying monkeys phenomenon actually can often re-traumatize a person after they do the hard work of leaving a relationship. It works sometimes, it doesn't work all the time, but they might be able to sort of mobilize friends who were sort of on the fringes of the relationship, people who really know you. That's a bit harder. But it can also be dangerous. A narcissist does not like to be left.
So
it's
they
ego
are
for
going
them.
to fight
They're going to fight.
and almost, it sounds like, be revengeful.
Oh, very much. They're very vindictive.
Yeah, they will leave you,
they
but
just
you
don't
can't
like
leave
that
them.
It looks bad for their ego to be left. They may have had a plan. They may have thought you're taking my kids from me, all kinds of things, despite they had no interest in being a father or mother to them while you were in the relationship. But now that you're saying this isn't healthy anymore, they don't want to hear about it. If you do go into couples therapy, they often hijack the couples therapy. They often try to charm or win over the therapist, making the person who's enduring the abuse look like a crazy person, literally like a crazy person.
And they do so successfully
Oh,
with the
very much
therapist.
so, all the time, all the time.
therapist even.
Like, it's funny that she said that. For the simple fact, we was in therapy trying something, and then next thing you know, all the blame got shipped to me. I got attacked. You're not supposed to get attacked like that. Especially when you're in therapy. I got attacked. And that's the last time I went to therapy.
Even get sucked into
all
it.
the time. And so a lot of people are afraid to enter couples therapy with a narcissistic partner unless they've got a therapist who's really well trained in these issues. And they so they hijack the systems.
It messes
at
with
this
you.
point,
It makes you sick.
people, when they finally do leave narcissistic relationships, they have been thinking about this for months, if not years. It is a very slow process of trying to extricate from these relationships. So it's going to be messy, it's going to be painful, no matter what, whether they replace you quickly, whether they don't, whether they make it a messy and painful divorce, or whether they really threaten to stalk a person. That's not unusual. They'll stalk them, they'll bother them through social media. Sometimes people have to block them, which is hard if you've got kids. A lot of times the courts, judges, mediators, custody evaluators, lawyers don't get this. They're like, come on, why can't you come to the table? And I'm like, oh my God, they can't come to the table. This isn't going to work. So we've got a ways to go to educate people. Now, on the flip side, if your narcissist leaves you, of course, my temptation is to throw you a parade and say, you are lucky.
You did it.
But
Yeah.
that's not how people feel. They feel abandoned. They feel like, I've done everything, and this person has the nerve
I
to
feel
leave
like
me.
that
Is it
now.
likely
That's
that a narcissist
crazy.
would leave
Heck
someone?
yeah, they
It is.
replace
Like,
people all the time.
I
They trade
feel like
partners.
everything
they
I
want
did
to someone younger.
was for nothing.
Yeah, they trade up. I would say they trade down because the person they've left is probably usually a solid, loving
right.
person.
Yeah.
But they'll choose someone younger, someone richer, someone they met at work, and they will think nothing of just switching out like that. And so people will feel very hurt. A narcissist typically will not leave a relationship unless they've got someone already waiting in the wings. That would be too much of an ego
course.
blow for them. So that under those conditions, they may very well leave. But most commonly, narcissists like
I
to have their
felt that.
cake and eat it too. If they're married, they're going to try to have the affair on the side and make it all work, and be so surprised when they are told, oh, you can't have both. So sometimes these things can sort of blow up in their faces. But it is messy.
How do you prepare to leave a narcissist?
Preparing to leave a narcissist is no small task, because if you have kids and it's going to be a legal mess, you're not doing this divorce via mediation. You're going to need an attorney, and you're going to need an attorney who understands narcissism, which is not all of them. So you have got to do your due diligence. You've got to get all your financials in order. You have got to know what you're dealing with, because if a narcissist senses you're going to leave them, they'll sometimes start spending money, moving assets.
Right.
Like you have.
Like I'm literally sitting here.
This is war. And so, but you can't.
She's hitting all the points, because I am left in a position where I can't even do me. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm a man, so what I do for them, I do it for them, not thinking about myself at all. I wasn't thinking that I was going to be broke. I wasn't thinking I was going to have nothing at the end. Like I was thinking that we got it. You see what I'm saying? But now I got nothing, and she's out there having fun, spending all kind of money. Like there's no food in the refrigerator. Remember, I got nothing. I only have a car. My car just got repoed. I got nothing. I'm just sitting here. You feel me? And they're buying pizzas and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And they just want nobody to even talk to me. Want nobody even talk to me. What? Like it's mind-boggling. You know what I mean? I can't just turn that off like that. When you love somebody, you can't just turn it off like that. I can't do that. I can't just move on the way she's moving on right now. I don't love. That's not love. That's spiteful.
Can't start screaming and yelling war. You need to very quietly behind the scenes do your preparation. Figure out where the money is. Who's got what. So if they do start moving and hiding money, you'll be able to at least sort of know what's going on and be able to, get what belongs to you.
Yes.
In terms of custody, though, that's the most painful. By and large, courts in the United States want to award joint custody. And many times, the narcissistic parent will fight for custody, not even because they're equipped to be a decent parent, but to stick it to the person who's leaving them.